Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the next great video. Think of the all-new Lamborghini Revuelto as a combination of styles stretching back decades. It blends the big-nosed murcielago with the hips of a Diablo. The scissor doors and wedge shape come from the Countach. There are plenty of nods to the past, but unlike any bull before it, the Revuelto is a plug-in hybrid. Its mid-mounted V12 gets help from 3 electric motors, 2 on the front axle and another one mounted to an 8-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission in the rear, for a total output of 1,001 horsepower. While this may cause some purists to wail, Lamborghini promises that additional electrification only enhances the supercar experience. 24 is the inaugural year of the all-new Lamborghini Revuelto plug-in hybrid. The price of the 2024 Lamborghini Revuelto starts at $608,358. This bull is no ballerina when it comes to performance. The mid-mounted 814 HP 6.5-liter V12 is naturally aspirated and screams up to a 9,500 RPM redline. Of the 3 electric motors integrated into the powertrain, 2 drive the front wheels, while the third is integrated into the 8-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission and assists the V12 gas engine on the rear axle. The total output of this powertrain is 101 horsepower, the most of any Lamborghini ever. That's also the most horsepower from any plug-in hybrid, knocking the 986 HP Ferrari SF90 Stradale from the top spot. We haven't tested a Revuelto yet, but after our first test drive, we estimate it will reach 60 mph in just 2.3 seconds and reach a top speed of 218 mph. From behind the wheel, the Revuelto's acceleration feels intense, with the electric motors giving an instant surge of power off the line and the V12 howling as you explore the depths of its power band. Handling is sharper and more agile than in the outgoing Aventador. The Revuelto benefits from a rear-wheel steering system and a torque-vectoring system, which gives it more stability in corners and makes it easier to nip apexes. When we get a chance to test the Revuelto on our home turf, we'll update this story with more driving impressions and test results. The Revuelto is a plug-in hybrid, but not in the traditional sense of the term. This is no Prius Prime competitor, out to hypermile its way from point A to point B. Its 3.8 kWh battery pack, nestled in the space between the 2 bucket seats, provides just enough juice to power the Revuelto for about 5 miles on electric power alone. That's enough to slip away unnoticed from your neighborhood, should you need to leave early on a Saturday morning without waking the neighbors, but not enough to avoid using gasoline entirely. The Revuelto is a performance hybrid instead, using the electricity in its battery and the 3 electric motors it powers to add a bolt of lightning to the powertrain's output. There are only 2 seats in the Revuelto because, well, the Italians put 12 cylinders where the back seats would normally go. The Revuelto is no ordinary car. Its cockpit is more space race than automobile. There are 4 rotors on the steering wheel that control drive modes, and additional buttons activate the turn signals as well as initiate the launch control. Lamborghini says the Revuelto has more headroom and legroom than the Aventador, which shouldn't be difficult. There's space behind the seats to fit a single golf bag as well, frunk space that can easily accommodate 2 carry-on luggage bags. The Revuelto is unlike other Lambos in that much of its interface is digital. An 8.4-inch infotainment touchscreen handles much of the vehicle's controls, including climate functions, but there's also a 9.1-inch screen on the passenger side dash that shows everything possible to encourage motion sickness, such as speed, drive gear, and torque distribution. A third, 12.3-inch display handles gauge cluster duties, wireless Apple CarPlay,